Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest Breath of Fresh Air Shorty with your host, Charles Taylor. For this episode, we're talking about the National Football League MVP discussion. So, with everybody in the league playing 8, 9 games so far for the season, depending on which teams have had the bye week, now the conversation has started to ramp up about who's the front runner for the MVP, for the most valuable player. Two of the names I'm hearing a lot about, and deservedly so, is Russell Wilson, the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, and now Lamar Jackson, the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. Now, both of those guys, they have their teams playing at a pretty good level. Seattle 7-2. I think the Ravens are 6-2. Both teams were okay. We'll take that back. Seattle is in second place behind the San Francisco 49ers for first place in the NFC West, and the Baltimore Ravens are in first place in the AFC North. So both of those teams have, or excuse me, both of those players, those respective quarterbacks, have their teams playing at a high level. But how about this name? Throwing this name into the hat for the MVP discussion. How about Houston Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson? This man has been playing at a very high level, and I think it's been a little bit underlined or a little bit under the radar in terms of what he's been doing for the team, keeping the Texans where they are. Right now, they are in first place in the AFC South with a 6-3 record. Now, let's look at Deshaun Watson's stats. So for this, I have my handy dandy stat pad for this one. So on this, he has a 70% over 70% completion percentage, with 2,432 yards thrown, 18 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. So those are very good numbers. So he's on clip right now to have over 30 touchdown passes, and the interceptions maybe 9 or 10. So right now he's a 3-to-1 ratio for the interception or touchdown to interceptions, and he has the team playing at a pretty good level as it stands right now. I personally thought the Texans would win the division this year, a little bit over the Indianapolis Colts, who are still doing pretty good considering they don't have their MVP candidate quarterback Andrew Luck in the fold. But I felt like Houston had a team that was ready to compete now. Now, obviously, it depends on how you feel about the head coach. Personally, I am not high on Bill O'Brien as the head coach. Never been high on him as the head coach. But it looks like he is starting to open up the playbook a little bit more and let Deshaun Watson play. Let him make decisions. Let him take games over. Because if the Texans are going to get where they need to go or where they want to go, Deshaun Watson has to be able to play to his full potential. If he's not able to play to that full potential, the Texans aren't going to go where they want to go in terms of competing for Super Bowl titles. Right now, the AFC is wide open, just like the NFC is wide open to me. It's just a matter of which team can step up. Now, obviously, despite the loss to the Baltimore Ravens, I feel like New England or the New England Patriots are the team to beat in the AFC. I still feel like they will be the ones who will be able to uh, come out of the AFC and represent the conference in the Super Bowl again, because I don't know if anybody is going to beat them when it comes to the playoff time, when it comes to that money time. Baltimore, based off of what they did this past Sunday night and their recent history against the Patriots, that would probably be the team I would give more of an edge to, because I know they're not scared of New England. John Harbaugh is not in awe of Bill Belichick in terms of a coaching battle. Baltimore will be ready to play, and they will give New England all they can handle, and they have in pretty much every meeting they've had, whether it's been regular season or playoffs, for at least the last 10 seasons. But Houston, I think, has the personnel to be able to do something. And if you're going to get this Deshaun Watson, who I've always been high on, even going back to his college days, we know what he was able to do against Alabama in those two national championship games they ended up playing against each other, and what he is capable of doing. Even this year, you could look at some of the wins he's had this year. The performance he had at Kansas City against the Chiefs, outplaying the reigning MVP right now, Patrick Mahomes, in a quarterback battle. Just to name an occasion out of some of the victories the Texans have had. But this man, Deshaun Watson, has shown he can play at an elite quarterback level. He's playing that way right now, and if he continues to play that way, look out for the Houston Texans. I think they can make some noise in the AFC going forward if they're going to get this version of Deshaun Watson. So, yes, I believe his name should be thrown up there with Russell Wilson's and with Lamar Jackson's and Christian McCaffrey, the running back for the Carolina Panthers, is also getting some MVP consideration. But Deshaun Watson, I feel like, deserves as much noise as those guys or anybody else you may want to throw up there gets. Well, that's what I'm breathing on for today. Y'all make sure y'all check out this Shortie and other webcasts and Shorties on the YouTube Facebook channel, the Breath of Fresh Air YouTube channel. And while you guys are on there, please hit the subscribe button and continue to show us the love and let us know how we are doing, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. Just let us know what you think. Leave comments on there, and we will be sure to get back to you. And we're not going to go and blast y'all if you guys have negative feedback. We can interact with each other. We can be civilized about it. We can have adult conversations. So we just want to know what you guys are feeling. Hopefully, Patrick Brackett will be back with the Shortie, and we, been talking about Patrick and me, we need to finally be able to go ahead and get on our first webcast together in a little while here soon. Hopefully that'll be coming up in the coming days. So until then, everybody take care of themselves. Be safe out there. Happy hump day. And we will talk to you later on in the week.